From thinking to being to doing. That's what I'm going to be talking about in this episode of the Sunrise Daybreakers broadcast. It is an opportunity to connect to nature, to connect to source, and connect to the community that we have here with the Sunrise Daybreakers tribe. I want to welcome you to Sarasota, Florida. I want to say first, I said I was going to be at the celery fields, and because I was there last night for a great meditation opportunity, watching the sun go down. It's so beautiful out there. I love it. But due to some unseen circumstances, I understand, having talked to the local sheriff that was there when I came down off the hill, that in fact all recreational parks are closed. Now I recognize that prior to that, yes, the beaches were closed down, state parks were closed down. I didn't realize that the regular neighborhood parks were closed down, but in fact, that's what he told me. So the lesson here is in following the guidelines. As much as I don't like it, and yes, I guess I need to stay closer to home. Well, that's what they're asking us to do anyways, is that even though I don't like something very much, particularly to have to follow rules that I don't think are necessarily correct, then I do have to follow them. Because if I'm going to do the right thing, that would be follow the rules, okay? Sometimes the truth hurts. It hurts a lot. Now, my thought was simply being out in nature, not necessarily being in a crowded area, is certainly fairly safe. And then I'm doing things, health-wise with the nutritionals and the probiotics and the vitamin C and trying to boost my immune system, that I'm, pretty safe, Is there a chance I could catch it by being out in public? Yes, certainly. Do I need to follow the guidelines that have been set forth? Most certainly. But I do want to talk about the fact that what we think is what we are. And in order to change our thinking, we need to set an intention. And when we set an intention, and we believe in that intention, and we see it as already manifested, already a real thing in our life, and then we repeat an affirmation statement that backs that up. Say, for instance, I am worthy. To overcome the self-limiting I am unworthy. If I say I am worthy to myself over and over and over and over again, consistently, that retrains the thinking in the subconscious mind. And when we retrain the thinking in our subconscious mind, our lives will start to become what we thought and what we intended it to be. I was listening to Dr. Bruce Lipton this morning, Epigenetics, about how our thoughts influence the chemical makeup, of course, of our bodies by releasing neurotransmitters, depending on, what we're talking about. Fear and anxiety, the cortisol, which helps us feel anxiety. But if we turn it to gratitude and happiness and be thankful for the things that we have in our life, then that triggers the neurochemicals, the happy chemicals, the dopamine, the serotonin, which stimulate the pleasure center in our brain, which make us feel better. So now I'm going to kind of sort of read it. He says, this is Dr. Bruce Lipton, and I know this to be the truth. We can heal ourselves without medicine, okay? I don't believe that medicine, particularly pharmaceutical type medicines, are very good for us. Of course, don't say that to Big Pharma, because they exist off of illness. If you were healthy, they're not going to do very well. But what we want to do here at the LWN Foundation is promote health and wellness from a natural aspect. And part of that is getting out into nature and enjoying nature, because that stimulates us. It creates calm. It gives us the opportunity to come within it ourselves. And today is an opportunity to do some affirmations with me. I'm going to do a guided affirmation. It's going to be a shorter than normal affirmation, because I think right now it's an important time to just let the camera roll, listen to the birds singing to us, watch the sun coming up, and have a moment for, just relaxing and taking it easy. And so from the standpoint of thinking, doing, and being, what I've said is we think it, we have an intention, we create that goal, we believe it, we visualize it as truth, and with repetition, it will become true in our lives. And I'm here as proof that it does. Because I never imagined myself having a nonprofit foundation, doing videos, gosh knows how, 5, 7, 8, whatever amount of times it is a week, it doesn't matter. But being consistent about the morning ones during the week time. Affirmation Monday today, Empowerment Tuesday, Health and Wellness Tips on Wednesday, Thankful Thursday, and Love and Friday. When you put all this stuff together in a healthy routine on a daily basis, we start to become that. And it makes our life so much more enjoyable. It has for me. And I want that for you too as well. Because there is so much fear. It seems like more and more so, everybody I talk to, it's that fear factor. Oh, I'm going to come down with the virus. Oh, I'm going to get sick. Oh, I've lost my job. And all of those things are very real, and we need to acknowledge that. I mean, I'm blessed that I can go to work today, Not everybody can, and I am grateful for that, but I want you to rest assured that if you hold the intention that it's going to be okay, that the answers will come, then in fact they will. But you can't expect that to happen if you just say it once and then you don't even believe it. If you don't believe it, it will certainly never happen in your life. And so we have to believe in these intentions and visualize them as the truth. And be repetitive and consistent about that being repetitive. And use affirmations to back that all up. And that's what Affirmation Monday is about. Now, I wrote in the notes here, in the description for this broadcast, about surrendering to the moment. Living in this moment, in our intention. Being aware of how we're feeling. And if we're feeling not happy or we're uncomfortable, then what we can do is change our thinking, which changes the chemicals that are being released in our body, which will then promote peacefulness, serenity, calmness. Fear is prevalent. But this is my statement, I think fear is a lack of faith. Because we don't believe that it's going to be okay. Or we believe that it's going to hurt us. Or affect us in some negative manner. When in fact, all we're doing with that fear is projecting what might happen in the future. And therefore, back to the what we think is what we are, pretty much if you're going to believe that, it's probably going to happen and manifest in your life, because the universe will answer our thoughts and our intentions and our beliefs. And so it's critical to put positive information into your brain, and that's what I do. I try and share positivity with you. So when we believe in these truths within ourselves, the next thing that happens is that our body, by the releasing of these neurotransmitters, if I said toxins before, I didn't mean that, neurotransmitters. Our body knows what to do, and by our consistency of the affirmations of the positive intention that we have for our life, through that consistency, then our minds know it too. And when your mind and your body are in sync, all of a sudden these things start manifesting in your life. It surely does. And so I wrote this is my statement. You know, when you embody the goal of your intention, believe it without question. When you embody the goal of your intention, a real breakthrough is imminent. That's my positive quote for today. That comes straight from my thinking. So I welcome everybody. We're going to do a short guided affirmation. It's only going to be a few minutes long is what we're going to do, but we're going to talk about things that empower us so we recognize that we do have the power to create our destiny, create our emotional well-being right here, right now. And then I'm just going to simply let the video roll, and we'll watch the sun coming up. We'll listen to these birds singing to us. And I apologize that I'm not out in the celery fields. I was really looking forward to that. But I reckon, and I was going to do it anyways. That was my initial thought. That's an old tape playing. Don't listen to them. Oops. Well, I am going to listen to them because that's part of my message this morning too. Let's follow the guidelines so that we can put a stop to the spread of this virus and follow these rules. And yes, it's difficult. If you need support, please reach out, say something. Let us try and help you. Let us try and get some help for you. That's what I try and do, be a resource of information and referrals to get you to the people that can help you. I'll share my position, my experience, what I'm trying to do. It gets tough. I call it cabin fever now at this point. I'm sure a lot of people are experiencing, but we don't have to go crazy. You don't have to go crazy. If you think, I'm going crazy, well, guess what? You're probably going crazy then. Okay? The new normal? No. It doesn't have to be the new normal. All right, so thank you. I'm just going to do this now, actually. You know, I have a higher power. I honor my higher power. I know that my higher power, really, if you don't believe in my God and my Jesus Christ, I know that we're still talking really about the same stuff. We're just using different names and different terms and different religions to describe it. But what we are talking about is that creative consciousness that created all the beauty that we have around us to behold. And I will still be able to just film from here. Okay, so that's good. All right, I'll do that. And by the way, talking about health and wellness, I do want you to join me on Wednesday evening at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to have Dr. Jenny Wilkins back on my show on the Get to Know broadcast. And we're going to be talking about specifically the things that you can do to help yourself prevent from getting that virus, okay? As well as we'll be taking questions, so please do join us for that. It's going to be very powerful. She was voted the top naturopath of Doctor of the Year last year for a reason. She's hired to talk to doctors to educate them for a reason, and that's because she's so darn smart, and she's awesome, and I am proud to have her with me on Wednesday evening at 7:30. So that's the exciting news. And then actually behind that on Friday, we're going to have, what I'm going to do, brain fade here. Stephen, I didn't write this down, but I do know it. Joshua T. Berglund. I knew I could get it out sooner or later, right? So Joshua Berglund, Superman of God. I tell you what, I love listening to him. He's going to be with us on Friday at 7:30 as well. So there's your announcements. Let's get down to just relaxing and taking a breath. So in preparation to this, what we want to do is to take some deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. Deep breaths. Deep exhale. Get rid of all that. And you want to do that a few times. And you just want to get comfortable now. You want to settle in wherever you're at. Of course, if you're driving or you're working, please don't do that right now. Come back and check out this video later. That taking in all that oxygen refreshes our brain, starts to get us relaxed. You want to take notice of your breathing. Something that we don't normally pay attention to. It happens. It's an involuntary action that takes place in our bodies. But when you tap into your breathing, and you can feel it, helps you to connect to your inner self. It also creates calmness the moment you start doing it. So let's do that. So take a few deep breaths with me. I'd love it if you just repeat after me. I'll say a few affirmations here, and then we'll just listen to these birds singing. Alrighty. So a few deep breaths, relax, get comfortable. And if you would, repeat after me. All right. I am blessed with this life. I am connected to my whole self. I am in harmony with my entire being. I am unique. I am an incredible being. I am a beautiful soul. I am free to express the truth in me. I am centered in my truth. I am the creator of my reality. I am an excellent friend to myself. I am beautiful inside and out. I am extraordinary. I am exceptional. And I am embracing all that I am. I'm saying kind things to myself. I am blessed. I am joy. I am life. I am living a meaningful life. I am trusting life. I am loving the journey of life. And I am learning from internal wisdom. I am living my purpose. I am courageous. I am magnificent. And I am aligned in my words, beliefs, and acts. By repeating these types of affirmations and doing that on a regular basis, it starts to change our thinking. I've got these available. They're on the website. We're working to have it so that it's a downloadable file for you, something that you would want to do on a daily basis. Set your intention of what you'd like to see in your life. I mentioned earlier that I have a higher power. I'm going to just say a quick prayer. Lord, be with us today as we go about our days. Lord, I just ask that you would heal those that might be suffering right now, particularly those that are suffering, that have lost loved ones or friends due to this virus or any condition that they might have experienced. Lord, I just ask that you be with us, allow us to be healthy and to take action in our day to make ourselves as good as we can possibly be, to nurture those seeds of greatness within us, Lord, to be able to overcome those obstacles that have created walls in our pathway to the success of our life. Lord, heal us, raise us up, allow us to be all that you had meant for us to be. and keep us safe in our journeys today. And Lord, just help us to be able to deal with the boredom that might be accompanying self-containment, self-isolation. And allow us to know that we will get through this, that everything will be okay. And I pray these words in your Son, Jesus Christ's name. And I say amen. I say namaste. I say namaskar. I say I honor thee. And I appreciate you for taking time to come and join me this morning. I would love for you to be able to share this video out. Feel free to chat amongst each other if you'd like. I appreciate everybody that was here calling. I know there's a lot of people that come. I don't know who it is always. Mostly, I don't know who is there. I see some people. Colleen Davenport, I certainly appreciate you. Richard Fay, he tells us that fear is the subconscious mind trying to keep ourselves safe. We have to reprogram ourselves. And I think Richard's made a good point. When you're in your comfort zone, you're not growing and learning. You're just not growing and learning. When you step past the fear, you're going to probably experience something. Well, you might be successful, you might fall flat in your face, but the fact of the matter is that most people will have respect for the fact that you took the risk, because there is the chance of learning and growing as a result of it. Thank you for stating that, Richard. Carolyn Brown, our good friend up in Toronto area of Canada. Manny Laverty, thank you for joining as well. Lloyd Costa Mishak, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that's taken time. Rachel Johnson as well. Adam Shelton, our dyspraxic champion. It's all about helping people. It's all about serving. Let's just take an opportunity now, particularly if you are stressed out or you have anxiety or you have fears. Let's step past those fears, because in my book, fear is a lack of faith. Let's have faith. Let's have the intention and set it now that everything will work out fine. Sometimes things don't work out the way we plan them, but if we allow ourselves to look at the whole situation and turn it over and let the universe speak to us, the answers will come. It doesn't happen on its own. You do have to take action. Action, not words. Enjoy the birds singing. I'll be back in a few moments to just have a closing statement. And in the meantime, let's have a great day. And we can start by listening to these birds singing. And it's a little bit overcast, but the sun will be breaking through, I think, hopefully in a few moments. Just enjoy this opportunity to relax. Thank you everybody for joining me this morning here in Sarasota, Florida, to welcome in this brand new day and make this connection to nature. I hope that you've been able to use this last few moments here to be able to just relax, watch the sun coming up, connect to nature, listen to the birds sing, use it for meditation, use it for affirmations, repeating your affirmation statements. Now remember, today we're talking about, from thinking to believing to doing. So take action today on your dreams and your goals. Release your fears, and let's just enjoy our day as best we possibly can. God bless you all. Take care. Again, thank you so very much for joining me this morning. Have a great day. We will get through this together. If you're dealing with fear and anxiety and depression and stuff like that, please reach out. This is such a great supportive community. We also have a group, Life Begins When You Start Living. Join that group. We're all here to help each other get through this difficult time. Join us on Wednesday if you want to find out how you can take care of yourself from a natural aspect without having to take pharmaceuticals to do it. We'll be talking with Dr. Jenny at 7:30 Eastern Wednesday evening on my Get to Know broadcast. We'll be talking about natural remedies, what we can do to boost our immune system, to just do the best that we can to take care of our health and wellness, because it is important to you. It should be, and it's important to us. God bless you. I will see you soon. I'll be back tomorrow morning around, I'll try and make it around 7:15 approximately. We will see you then. Enjoy.